All right, everybody. We're live here right now. There's no race actually taking place here at Lanes Raceway. We're actually not open for another hour. But I just wanted to come in and give you kind of somewhat of an update of what's going on here at Lanes Raceway. Currently, right now, you can see my actual profile here on Stern Insider. You see the one-wheel teal right here. That's me. Right here on the Quest page, though, you see Jurassic Park. Get ready for a month-long adventure. We're having that going on for the month of October. It started the 2nd. I haven't actually started it yet. I think we have a couple pinball players here at Lanes Raceway that are currently in this quest and have a few of them done. But we can go here to the Quest page real quick and take a quick look. We can see here on mine that I got 0 of the 5 Gallimimus, 0 of the 5 Triceratops, 0 of 4 of the Velociraptor, 0 of 3 of the Spinosaurus, and 0 of 2 of the T-Rex. Just kind of going over what this event is when you get this big, huge 30th anniversary badge after collecting all of these, if you can beat me to getting all of these 5, then you'll get an extra $100. But if you're the first one to come in and show me your badges, each time you get them, we'll check mark you off. Whoever completes all 5 of these badges first gets a $100 gift card here at Lanes Raceway. So that's pretty cool. I mean, being it's not like extremely hard to get these. As you can see here, it says scan in once 5 days. It doesn't have to be consecutive, and you can get the Gallimimus badge here. Then it's 15 million to grab the Triceratops, 35 million in a game to get the Velociraptor, and Ashley Durham last night completed a couple of these, and if I'm not mistaken, she might have got one of these Spinosauruses too here, 75 million and 150 million. Those that's played Jurassic Park knows that 150 million game is a good game, but it's not necessarily like impossible to get. It's tough, but it's not without the realm of reason for sure. We see here 26 days, 10 hours, and 56 minutes left to go in this. And like I said yesterday, we started that for everybody. I gave them a day advantage to get going. I'm gonna actually start a little bit after about 4 o'clock, most likely. I got some stuff I got to do here, but nonetheless, not to mention we still have iRacing competitions coming, or actually here now. You can see in the background here, that is our iRacing setup here for Dirt Pro late model going on Charlotte Dirt. That's what was selected by Glenn Burden and Garrett Burden to be the next track. No one's yet ran on it, as it just got live yesterday. We had our GRC race, of course. You can also see here in the bottom right hand corner of your screen here, that is Jurassic Park, and you can tell that currently that it is offline. Oops. Trying to log into Facebook here, folks. Sorry about that. It doesn't look like it's going to work. So, and I just updated that too, so that's what's funny. Nonetheless, not a big deal. So we do have right now. You can chat on YouTube as usual if you are on YouTube watching this. But like I said, it's just a kind of a somewhat of an update, what's going on. Of course, last week, you can see here in the late model series here, Ohio Valley late model series, that Guillermo ended up taking home the first win on that series. So we'll have to get his pink spoiler put on his car so that everybody knows in the next race coming up this Sunday, the 8th, that he will be able to be known as the leader, current leader, that is. Don't forget to Blast from the Past, October the 28th. We're gonna have some cotton candy, possibly some lemonade and snacks, drinks, food, that sort of thing here at Lanes Raceway. Free pinball. We're gonna have a free pinball competition then, and also on both tracks we're gonna be live streaming all day. I don't know if I'll be in here all day. Of course, it could get busy. Not saying that it will, but I'm always hoping that it will. But nonetheless, we're going to have the candy gauntlet on both tracks, both the orange and the oval track, for kids to come in during that time. They make it 3 laps, give them some candy and stuff like that. Just have a good environment for the kids to come in and have fun. We'll also have a racing competition going on at that time, and other little activities and giveaways throughout the day. So definitely come by for Blast from the Past. I know I've been pushing it pretty heavy, pushing it probably a little bit heavier than our series currently. For those that don't know, the series is actually still live. You can still join up to it. Last night we had Gabriel Kirtley join into all the series, and he got into the oval and raced last night. I think he got a win on the tri-oval and ended up coming in second, I believe, on the orange. Wild Weston, of course, you guys, if y'all was tuning in, got his first victory there on the orange track. So that might be Weston's new favorite track for sure. But nonetheless, like I said, the candy gauntlet's gonna be going on. We're gonna have cotton candy here, having a pretty good festive little time. And then the big thing is at 7:30, I think is what we got it scheduled out on the 28th, 7:30 or 8 o'clock. If you bring me the 4 stickers, which the first sticker you'll need to come here tomorrow to get at 6:30. But if you bring me all 4 of those stickers, whoever brings me first gets a real big prize here at Lanes Raceway, and I think they're going to be very pleased with it. But nonetheless, you know, you got to pull me out of the black hole. Currently, you're only seeing half of me. The other half is in a black hole. I'm aging daily, and as these live streams go on, you'll start noticing that I'm getting older. Right now, I'm still somewhat young, you know, but give it a couple weeks and you're going to start noticing some changes about me. I'm going to start getting a little bit older as we progress through the weeks, because October the 28th, I'm going to be an old man. Like that's what I'm told anyway from myself in the black hole. Anyways, nonetheless, it's all for fun. Come in here and check it out. Like I said, tonight we got the pinball competition, Friday Night Lights. So a lot of people are going to be showing up for that. $5 to get in, 3 strikes you're out. Going to be a pretty good time, like I said. Especially, like, one of the biggest things, I'll kind of get into a different camera view here. On pinball, you know, I get this a lot. Do you have to know what you're doing to, you know, successfully beat people? You don't. I mean, does it help? It does. And I think later in playing pinball, you know, you can get progressively good on at least one machine. But it's like anything. It's what you put your focus into. So if you keep the ball alive, eventually you get enough points that you can pass somebody. But if you go along a structure, it's just a lot easier to get there, you know, learning the game. But can you come here for $5 and have a good time? Yeah, I mean, you look at it, we charge $1 a game here. $2 gets you 3 games on a machine, and I need to re-evaluate that for some that don't know. A game is not one ball. That you plunge that one ball, after that ball drains, you're over. That's way too expensive if that would be the case. You got to watch it. There's 3 balls, so each time you plunge it, and it drains and it doesn't give you the ball back, then comes your next ball, and you end up getting 3 per game. So during those 3 balls, you get your cumulative score there, your collective score. So yeah, you could come on in, $5. It's a good time, pretty cheap, good fun. You'll be around likewise minded people, having snacks, you know, specialty drinks and slushies that we have here that we make in-house. A lot of people love that kind of stuff, and I know I do. That's why we put it in here. It's just a good time to be a kid again. But like I said, you know, we do reward skill here for sure. And if you do have the skill, you got a better opportunity of winning. But yeah, I've seen first timers make it into the top 3. So, you know, come on in, have a good time with that. We always have a good time with the pinball competitions. We got some good music playing. We got the LED lights doing crazy neon looking effects and stuff. And then, of course, just having the social environment of being around other people that have fun. Like I said, pinball is just a great social game. I love it. I mean, I'll go on trips to go play pinball. Don't have any current IFPA status here, but in the future we are planning on that. And just stay tuned for all that. I believe we got plans to do that coming this next year. Of course, until the beginning of this year, our main focus is, of course, the 4 crowns. The purple, the blue, the red, and the green crowns. And of course, there's playlists on YouTube for that so that you will understand which crown is. And each one of those individual series, whether it be the Fairview IT Cup, the Late Model Series from Ohio Valley Lawn Care, the Wing Car Series, or the IndyCar Series, each one of those are individual series unto themselves. But all the points from each one of those series is going to be combined to give us a grand champion for the year here at Lanes Raceway. And that's going to be the King of Lanes Raceway for a year. And their crown is going to be a lot bigger than the other 4 crowns. But nonetheless, just something to keep things exciting and new and fresh, and we're always open to try to do things better. Of course, you all know that. We're always trying to figure out some other things that you guys and gals out there like, and right now these are the things that people do like. I've been told from my brother that we'll be starting up drag racing just as soon as we can get a nailed down date. Of course, I've told a few people in the past months or so that we were going to be doing something around fall time, around October. But we're going to nail down something for sure. Now, of course, you've seen where the drag strip and stuff was for sale. Basically, it's just like anything. We'll do stuff and we'll try to keep things going. We want to move forward. We want to make things work. At the end of the day, we want to make things work. If they don't work, we're going to find other stuff that does work. You guys know how hard I work on that drag strip, trying to make it just perfect for everybody. The problem is it'll never be perfect for everybody. Everybody's going to have to work a little bit to get their cars to run as optimally as possible. But we'll definitely try our best to make things work. I think we got a couple ideas, some comments on Facebook and stuff like that, helping us get further along in that aspect. And I think we might have something nailed down here. And if it grows, there's no way that we'll ever be able here at Lanes Raceway to have 100 or so people, just simply because of room. For one, we're in a pretty small little area once you factor in our other tracks. But I wouldn't say 50 or 60 would be out of the realm of possibility. It's like I've always told guys and gals that's come here and race, we're more of the casual side of drag racing, but we want people to come in and have a good time. That's the main focus. For guys that take it super, super serious and stuff, I always tell them to head out over to Central City, a local place near where we live here in McLean County, because those guys will get you online for the more serious type of drag racing. Those guys know a lot. And, I'm not going to sit here and try to say that I do know a lot. Like, I'm learning every day. So is my brother and everybody else in here. So we're always just trying to find a way to make things work. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And keeping people happy and satisfied. And I think we've done a pretty good job in our first year here at Lanes Raceway doing that. I'm always open for suggestion. I keep saying that, but I am. That's how the iRacing came to be. It was suggested from a few people in here that we have a little race set up, maybe eventually have some races both on the iRacing setup, but with 2 or 3 people simultaneously. Now, of course, we'll have to do that as the money comes in, to build up other systems and stuff like that, because you never want to get yourself in debt that other things may be sacrificed. But anyways, I think we're doing a pretty good job. The iRacing thing's really popular here at Lanes Raceway. It's driving a lot of competition, and it's gotten a lot more popular since we've kind of not forced you to have to do VR. Now, we do have the latest tech when it comes to VR. We have the Vario Aero headset, a computer with the best CPU for gaming and the best GPU, the 4090 Supram. We got top of the line stuff here to race. But what we've noticed is, it's a lot of headache for a lot of people to get it over their glasses and put that on. Some people still like the immersion and kind of doing that sort of thing. So VR is still definitely available if that's the way you wanted to run it. It's as simple as plugging in the VR and firing it up as a VR setup instead of the big monitor. Of course, we have like a 40 or 50 inch curved monitor out there that's an Asus gaming monitor, and that's what most people tend to use. It's a little bit more smoother frames per second wise. You know, you're in 300, 400 frames a second at full graphics here on iRacing, and you know, the guys like the smoothness. It makes it a little bit more realistic. I've also heard from a few other people in the community that, you know, iRacing's just a little too serious, that it's a little bit too simulated. So I got some things in the future, maybe some Need for Speeds off the Xbox One X that we'll get hooked up there. Maybe have some competitions and stuff with that. You know, that's a little bit more casual, I guess you would say, and not as hard to control. Because these cars are very hard to control. It's trying to simulate how cars act in real life. There's no forgiveness. Once the car starts coming around, it comes around. Or once the car starts pushing, you know, it's going to push hard. But, you know, at the end of the day, we want to breed winners here at Lanes Raceway. You know, I love when kids come in here and they get better at their skill, whether it be on iRacing, whether it be on the slot car tracks or pinball, even for that matter. You know, I've had a few kids under my wing that I've kind of taught some of the ropes, ski jumps and stuff. Y'all have seen it on our live streams before, where that you get in and you've seen Abe flips and stuff during the commercial breaks and stuff. That's just to try to go and teach people that at the end of the day, I want everybody to have an equal, fair chance, but I want them to try to strive to get better at everything they do. And I think it's always easier to get better at things that are fun, so that in the real world you can get better at things like work. I mean, I hate to say that, but you know, sometimes you just need that extra push to take it to the next level. Like right now, I'm trying some things here with motors. Currently, just over here to the right of me, I don't want to move it or nothing, but I've got a motor inside oil right now that's been going for the past day and a half at 1 volt, just to see if it's going to break in nice and smooth. We got that advice from fellow racer Guillermo Sire. He said that's what he does. He breaks them in at low voltage for like a day. And then I got on Slot Blog and seen where that another individual said, hey, I'll break mine in at 1 volt in oil to make it even smoother. So we're just trying to find that kind of stuff out. If it works and it makes these motors turn higher RPMs, of course my racers are going to be happier, because that's just one less thing that somebody out there could do that gives them a huge advantage. If we could take all the huge advantages out and it just boiled down to the racer, I think we would be a lot better off in a lot of the cases, because it makes for a lot closer racing. You look at our Ohio Valley Lawn Care Late Model Series, super close, down to the wire. A lot of people being on the same lap. We're starting to see those developments in the Wing Car Series. Y'all haven't yet seen that race, but that's coming up this Sunday. So, I mean, this Sunday, definitely tune in. These guys have been working hard on their wing cars, and they're fast. I'm talking 2.7 seconds a lap. That's quick for here at Lanes Raceway. Now, we don't have any Group 7, Group 27 races here. Our tracks are just not big enough, and we're not going to glue the track down heavy to where we can't race any of our other series. So, you know, maybe in the future, if we can come across a good sized building or something like that, we might move in the future to expand. As long as things keep going as well as they have been going, that is definitely a possibility. But like I said, we're just always trying to innovate. We're always trying to push our racers, and I love how that our racers come together as a community and help each other get to that next level. Because I don't know everything for sure. I know some things that other people don't know, but there's a lot of knowledge out there for the slot car racing community. In circle track racing, you know, I would say go to Cleve Tech and check him out. There's a lot of videos on drag racing, how to set up your drag cars and stuff like that. So, I mean, the information's out there. We live in the information age and everything. So you can always get it, but it's all tested in trying. Sometimes it'll work with some people, sometimes it won't with others. And I think that's what we come down to. Like I said, I talked to Jay Latham the other night for 3 hours about slot car racing. And it's like a never-ending topic, just like any other kind of hobby. It's like you do some things, they work. You want to try some other things. Sometimes they work great, other times they don't. But as soon as you get something that works good, then everybody wants that. So if we can all get there together and find that one perfect setup, perfect way, then the guesswork's over with. Anybody that comes in will say, our Pro Series, this is what we run. This is what we found that runs the best on these tracks. These are the tires that we run. This is what we find that runs best on the tracks. And see, that helps me here in the track. So I don't have to order a big bunch of stuff that sets in the display shelf. So that brings up our bottom line here at Lanes Raceway, has more money coming in, and we're not ordering just a big bunch of stuff that don't work here. We end up having a bunch of stuff that does work, and that's the stuff we order. We get it in bulk, then people can start staggering out whatever gear ratios and stuff they want to use, depending on if they're on the trial or the orange. But like I said, just an update of what's going on. You know, tonight the festivities and stuff are going to be starting around 5 o'clock. Everybody likes to come in a little bit early, get a little bit of practice in under their belt on each one of the pinball tables and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm not going to start until, at the very least, I see the first couple people come in. But yeah, don't forget, you know, we got the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary celebration with the badges. You can see here, this is mine. None of it has yet been done, because I just want you guys to know that I'm honest up front with you, that they're faithful in the least, faithful in much. That's what my life, that's how I go by. So, you know, you see the Jurassic Park in the bottom right shut off. I want to give you guys the advantage. I mean, the whole reason I'm putting this stuff up there is not so it looks like a gimmick. Like, I will literally give you this money if you beat me. But I mean, at the same time, it lets me play a little bit, because most likely, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I play these games a lot. And you guys know I get to play them for free. I own the pinball machines. That's why you don't see me in the pinball competitions unless a bunch of people just like, get in, Donnie, get in, Donnie. And then I'll get in. But, and like I got in a couple weeks ago, I didn't win, but a lot of the times I can have some really, really good games. So I don't want to, you know, take away that kind of competition from other people. I want them to come in and have their fun too. So, like I said, that's why you see the pinball machine off. That's why you see me in here talking to you guys. Because at the end of the day, you know, good competition amongst people, in my opinion, is excellent. Like, there's nothing better than, in my opinion, than going out there racing on the slot car neck and neck with people. But when you see me out there racing, maybe in the future. I mean, if we do get a bigger track and we go into the Group 7, Group 27 stuff, like, that is asking a lot from the racer. You know, those cars are anywhere from $400 to $600, depending on how you build them out. And I think that, you know, that screams, hey, this is not a joke. And that would be something that I would feel kind of comfortable getting involved in. And they wouldn't just say, well, it's the owner. You know, he knows all the tricks of the trade and all this. And I definitely don't want that getting started. That's why you don't see me in races. That's why you see me commentating. That's why you don't see me in pinball competitions. That's why you see me running. But yeah, I just want everybody to have a good time. And like I said, I'll race with you and have fun with you and stuff. I've had fun out there with Tom and Paul before. We've done some elimination races and stuff like that. But anything that's going to be on the live stream, anything that's going to be in a series and stuff, you know, I've been told, and I mean, I don't see it, but I've been told that, you know, I do a decent job commentating. So I'm going to continue doing that until people get tired of me. If they get tired of me, maybe we can hire somebody that actually knows what they're doing. But anyways, you know, just know that here at Lanes Raceway, you can always give us a call anytime. That 278-1400, 270-278-1400 number, you can get a hold of me anytime. That is linked somehow to my phone. So if you got a question, and even if we're not open, you can give me a shout at that number and reach me. If I get a missed call from that, I will call it back. In other words, like, if I'm somewhere where I can't take a call, I will call you right back. So definitely know that I'm here to help you out any way that you need. And that goes for anybody here that's working at Lanes Raceway, my wife included. So if you need anything, drop me a line. If you want to order something, drop me a line. All that stuff's open. Come on in tonight. Have fun with us here for Friday Night Lights. And don't forget tomorrow, Saturday, to come in and get your stickers around 6:30 for the Blast from the Past celebration. Anyways, that's me here, Donnie, or at Lanes Raceway. Donnie here at Lanes Raceway. Thank y'all for tuning into this little short live video that we got just to tell you what's kind of going on currently. And God bless you, and I'll see y'all here tonight. Play some pinball.